Oscillator modes. Right, so let's have a look at oscillator modes. So if we put that onto mix mode is, if I put it to -100%, then that sounds the same as the normal bass. So if I put that to 100%, wow, that is seriously bassy. Let's pitch that up like that. Like that. And now all we can hear is this this oscillator wave. So now if we change that, you can hear it sounding different and more different up this end, and you can't hear the original at all. If we put it to 0, then you can hear the sample stuff from in here as well as the oscillator. Cool, so that's that. And this is the pitch relative to the actual note you're playing. So if I did that, then it's pitching up like that. Or if I reset that and up that, oh, that is a bit much, isn't it? So it's kind of the note that's actually being played is used as the bass note, the root note of the oscillator, but then you could adjust it separate in here. So now you got a bassy bass, but then 2 octaves above you got a higher note for the oscillator, and then you got fine-tuned pitch as well. The oscillator envelope is similar to the ADSR, which is how it sounds. So now it kind of fades in and things like that. So it works the same, but it's kind of capped by the actual ADSR here. So if I make that really harsh drop off, if it was longer, it would carry on to play to the end. If I do that, it just suddenly drops off. Yeah, but if I make that a really long tail, then I still have to hold it for this to do anything. If I add a tail to that as well, then it's allowed to have that volume arc thingy, and you can have it fade in as well. Just make this tail shorter. So now it only comes in after a moment, and you could do it like that. And that. Let's reset that. Back over here. The next mode is envelope follower mode, and for this, brace yourselves. I'm going to record a bit of audio from my mic because it's quite hard to find a good example unless you actually make the audio yourself. So take that. You're going to be listening to that for the next half an hour while I explain how this works. So let's put the oscillator on, and then envelope mode. So you can tell in here if I just do that, and then put this on loop. Is that looping? Oh, it's really long. So you can see from the waveform that it's a lot louder in the middle, and then it's quieter at the start, quieter at the end, and the oscillator is just the same. So if I do that, then it's just the oscillator, and you can tell it's definitely get quieter and then louder and then quieter. So that's what that's doing. ring mod is multiplying the oscillator with the sample, but then it gives these like robotic voice type things. Like that. Next is frequency modulation. Frequency modulation 1. This is known as FM, in case I've ever heard of radios. They have like FM and AM and MW. Is that one of them? And it's FM stands for frequency modulation. So the oscillator, the first one, the oscillator is like going up and down like that, in like whatever pattern, and then that is messing with the pitch of the sample of the slice. And this one does the other way around. This messes with the pitch of the oscillator. So in this one you're hearing the oscillator, I believe. Whoa. But still, like, you can mix it. Oh. So it's nice. So if I did just a quick little test, I plugged that into there and did -1 to something like that, then yeah, see what that does. Give it some random range. Then you got like some sort of stormtrooper dodgy signal mobile phone call, just like in the Star Wars. Yeah, so those two are cool and very hard to control, but they're like fun to play with, definitely.